Hello, welcome to Just Words, a poetry channel. Today we're going to read a poem by one of my Mount Rushmore poets, personally. His name is Douglas Dunn. I discovered Douglas Dunn whilst reading about Philip Larkin. For those who don't know, Larkin worked in a northern English city called Hull, and he worked in the university library there. Now, Dunn studied English at Hull University and upon graduation worked under Larkin at the university library. Now, his most famous and well-received collection is called Elegies, and it documents the sickness and death of his young wife. Extremely profound, because sometimes what is the case with art, a lot of art, is that trauma and tragedy seem to sharpen the talent, and so is the case with this collection. Now, personally, I'm not a huge fan of sentimentality in poetry. It's just my taste. I prefer things honest and straightforward. But when it is used sparingly, it really has an impact. And in this collection, Elegies, it's done perfectly. I think some of the poems in there are close to perfect. I will read some of those poems because I think they can be extremely useful for people actually perhaps going through similar things. But I can't read those kind of poems on a day like this. So I'm going to read a poem from his first collection. Now, the collection is called Terraced, and it documents his life in a Victorian terraced street in Hull in the 1960s. Now, for those who don't know, Hull was quite a poor working class city. It was a port city. And this collection, like no other I've read yet, has an absolute ability to just put you there. And it's just so clear, like watching a film sometimes. Little snapshots of his life there. Now, for my dad, when he reads these poems, and I've shown him, he has a huge sense of nostalgia because this is the life he was brought up in. But for me, I never experienced that type of life, but the nostalgia feeling is still there. Now, I learned a word recently, and this is called anemoia. And anemoia is the feeling of nostalgia we all feel for something in the past that we never actually experienced. And this collection gives me that in droves. The poem I'm going to read now is called Removal from Terry Street, and it's just a little snapshot of him watching a family move house in his street. Hope you enjoy it. A Removal from Terry Street by Douglas Dunn. On a squeaking cart, they push the usual stuff. A mattress, bed ends, cups, carpets, chairs, 4 paperback westerns. 2 whistling youths in surplus US Army battle jackets remove their sister's goods. Her husband follows, carrying on his shoulders the son whose mischief we are glad to see removed, and pushing, of all things, a lawnmower. There is no grass in Terry Street. The worms come up cracks in concrete yards in moonlight. That man, I wish him well. I wish him grass. There we go. Big B. Like and subscribe if you like the videos, and feel free to leave a comment. I'll see you next time.